How to clean the floor head on your Shark Detect Pro vacuum cleaner, getting it back to new without taking it apart, and we're going to be cleaning it all nice and safely. The first thing we need to do is remove the end cap by pressing this button, and then the whole thing just pulls out, including the brush. Now we're not going to separate the brush at all from the end cap. Now this part here is the drive cog. Just check you've not got anything around that. Hair and fluff can get in there and cause damage in the long run. So just remove that with some scissors, and we're going to be cleaning all this area, including these annoying little end cap things that get all dirt stuck behind them. Now we're not taking it apart today because this is quite a complex head, okay? So we're just going to be cleaning it as it is. And firstly, we're going to look at this brush roll. We're going to take it over to a sink that I've filled with warm soapy water, just with some washing up liquid in. I've got a little cup of laundry detergent because that's got fabric brighteners in, so that's going to really help us. But first we need to remove any hair or string or anything like that that might be tied around the brush roll, just with some scissors, running it up the ridge and cutting it and then pulling it all off. Now the end cap, I'm not going to douse that in loads of water, okay? I'm just going to hold it and then just kind of keep that part out of the water as I scrub the brush roll with my wife's toothbrush. There we go. I'm famous for that joke. I had to get it in there. Right, so we're scrubbing along, getting some of this laundry detergent, and we're just going to kind of spread that onto the soft roller, like all the way around it. And again, that's going to not only get any dirt out, but also it's going to brighten it up and make it look like new too. So just scrub away until your heart is content. And then we need to give it a good old rinse. Now, the reason we're rinsing it so well is because if we don't, and there's any detergent left in it, it becomes kind of brittle and not soft anymore. It's kind of not got that softness about it that you want from your roller. Okay, so just rinse that off and squeegee it out like so. This is the dodgiest part of the video, folks. Apologies for this. Right, we're squeegeeing the water out because we want to get it now as dry as we can. If this takes weeks to dry, we're not only going to not be able to use our vacuum cleaner, but also, oh god, this still looks dodgy. It's going to take ages to dry and smell a bit off too in no time at all. So just give it a good old wipe over, and then we're going to leave it somewhere dry and warm for 24 hours before we even think of putting it on the vacuum cleaner. Now I've got my little tub and it's got a little bit of soapy water in, and we're not absolutely hammering it with water, okay? Because this area, especially here, has got little sensors in and stuff like that. We don't want water creeping through, so it's literally just dampen it with a toothbrush or any kind of brush you can get hold of, really. And then just take your time. We're just scrubbing along, getting rid of any dirt and any dust that's on there, okay? Do not be tempted to start spraying this thing with water or any cleaning detergent. Then just keep going along every so often and wiping it with a microfiber cloth. Okay, so that's the back bit done. We're going to do this clear bit now. Now, the obviously problem with this is these end cap things, this horrible, weird design. I have no idea why it's like it, but there's electronics in there we need to be careful of, by the way. Yep. So we're not taking that apart or anything. We're going to try and just kind of clean the clear part with our brush, and then just keep kind of paying a little bit of attention to the end caps and kind of just keep revisiting them, I guess. Just dig away at them with your little brush like so, and kind of trying to get under them but without damaging anything. So just wipe around the cog area, keep it again almost damp. We're not wetting this thing through. We don't want water going into gaps that it shouldn't be in, okay? Now we've turned this over. We're just going to give it a wipe with our damp cloth, maybe a little bit of a brush if you need to, just to get into any gaps. But be careful of this little vent here. Don't get anything down that vent or anything near this like silver panel thing here, because both of them have electrics underneath them, okay? So don't put any water on this bit. It's just a damp cloth and a damp brush that we're using. And now we're going to inspect the work that we did earlier on these end parts, okay, once we've got this clean. And I can still see a little bit of dirt under there. You know what, we're not eating our dinner off it, but that really gets on my nerves. It absolutely drives me mad. So we're going to attack that part again, just with a little bit more of the detergent and scrubbing it with a toothbrush and a rag, just to try and get it looking a little bit better than it was before. There we go, that'll do me. But I do need to go over this one as well because that's diabolical still. So keep going at it. Don't be tempted to get it too wet. Just be patient We need to be doing this really nice and safely. Okay, that's looking a lot better. I think I might just have another little go at that. Again, just getting my little brush and trying to dig in under it as such, okay? But not getting it too wet. That's the biggest rule of the day. Okay, so once that's done, we need to just dry everything off, make sure there's no dirt left. Across here now, that's where the kind of sensor part is, if you like. Not quite sure how that works, but it's quite watertight. But that was the part earlier I was saying, just be careful of, okay? And then make sure it is fully dried in a nice warm dry place before you do anything else, okay? And once it is, on the next day, just push your roller back in and it is good to go, ready to use again with everything perfectly dry. I hope this video has helped you. Now this next one is all about that annoying little clear triangle that's inside the bin on this model. In this next video, I'm going to show you how to remove it.